Hello children. Today in Geography Class 9 Lesson 2 Physical Features of India, I'm going to start the Northern Plain Part 2. The key points. The Northern Plain is divided into three sections: Punjab Plain, Ganga Plain, Brahmaputra Plain. Now in this map of India, I'm showing Punjab Plain here, number 1, Ganga Plain, number 2, and Brahmaputra Plain, number 3. Here, these three plains, they are formed by three river systems: Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra. Now see northwestern part, which is covered by Indus and its tributaries. They are forming Punjab plain here in the western side, and middle part, which is covered by Ganga river along with its tributaries. They are forming Ganga plain, whereas Brahmaputra along with its tributaries forming the Brahmaputra plain. Punjab plain. It is formed by the Indus and its tributaries. The larger part of this plain lies in Pakistan. The Indus and its tributaries, the Jhelum, the Chenab, the Ravi, the Beas, and the Satluj, originate in the Himalayas. This section of the plain is dominated by the Doabs. Now, have you seen this Punjab plain? So Punjab plain is formed by Indus and its tributaries, usually main five tributaries: Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas, and Satluj. They are forming this Punjab plain, and most of the area in this plain area, which is dominated by Doabs. Now what is Doab? Before going to start Doab, now Punjab plain, just I am showing here the different tributaries of river Indus. The color it is marked: Indus main river along with the tributaries I'm showing. Now, what is Doab? Doab is the term used for the plot of land prevailing within two converging rivers. The two rivers they used to meet in that part of the land, and that plot of land only termed as Doab. Now, this Doab is made up of two words: Do meaning two, Ab meaning water. The word Punjab is made from the combination of two words: Panj meaning five and Ab meaning water. That means five water bodies. Already I have told the five uh, tributaries of river Indus. They are forming the Doab part in Punjab. Now I'm showing this five Doabs. You see, one, two, three, four, five Doabs are there forming by those tributaries along with Indus River in Punjab. Now one Doab I'm showing separately. You see, this part is known as Doab middle portion, whereas the blue color part, two rivers, they converge here in this point. You see, this is one river and this is another river. They are converging in a point here in joining, that means in this part, and this middle portion, the land portion, is called Doab. Now Ganga plain, it extends between Ghagar and Tista river. It is spread over the states of North India, Haryana, Delhi, UP, Bihar, partly Jharkhand, and West Bengal to its east. Now see in map, this part is covered by Ganga plain. Here, little bit brown color I'm showing. This is Ganga plain. Next, Brahmaputra plain. It lies particularly in Assam. Brahmaputra and its tributaries form this plain and is also known as Brahmaputra Valley or Assam Valley. Now I'm locating, this is the oval shape I'm showing actually. This location is Brahmaputra plain because Brahmaputra river, the main river, along with the tributaries forming this Brahmaputra plain. Northern plain, according to variations in relief features, we can divide into four different types: Bhabar, Terai, Bhangar, Khadar. Now I'm showing one picture of Bhabar region. The rivers, after descending from the mountains, deposit pebbles in this region, that is in Bhabar region, and it is a narrow belt of about 8 to 16 km in width lying parallel to the slopes of the Shivaliks. Shivaliks, the lowermost that range of Himalaya, and all the streams disappear in this Bhavar belt, whereas all the streams which originate in Himalaya, they disappear in Bhavar region. Next, Terai region. One just clip on Terai region. South of Bhavar region, the streams and the rivers re-emerge and create a wet, swampy and marshy region that is known as Terai region. So, south of Bhavar region, this Terai region is located, and where already I have told in Bhavar region streams disappear and those streams again re-emerge. You can see in this Terai region. That's why it becomes wet or swampy, or you can say marshy land. This was a thickly forested region full of wildlife. So, forest area is there with wildlife. The forests have been cleared to create agricultural land and to settle migrants from Pakistan after partition. After partition means India and Pakistan when it was divided during that time. And those migrants coming from Pakistan, they have settled down in this area. Now, one Dudhwa National Park, which is located in Terai region, I'm showing. This is the box, this area. This is Dudhwa National Park. You see, in Terai region only it is located. I'm showing different pictures of Dudhwa National Park. Now come to Bhangar region. It is the largest part of northern plain. It is formed of alluvial plain. It lies above the floodplains of the rivers and presents a terrace-like feature. The soil in this region contains calcareous deposits locally known as kankar. Now this region is one of the largest part in northern plain, which is very fertile because this alluvial soil is there and terrace-like feature is there, and some calcareous deposits which we can say as kankar we found in Bhangar region. One picture of Bhangar region I'm showing here. This are the kankar calcareous deposits. Now come to Khadar region. The newer, younger deposits of the floodplains are called Khadar. Usually both the bank of the river, we can say that is floodplain, and this Khadar, we can say is the newer deposits of all the streams. They are renewed almost every year and they are very fertile. This region is suitable for intensive agriculture. And again they are forming. Whenever these younger deposits they become older, they convert to Bhangar part. Thank you for watching.